Having good mental health is probably one of the most important things that you can do, especially I feel like as a man, somebody who's needing to progress, somebody who's needing to provide, somebody who's needing to somewhat see results in the external. You have to make sure that your mental health is taken care of, because if it's not, it will cripple you in real time. As men, they tell us that we need to suppress our emotions. We should ignore the way that we feel. Or, if we show any emotion, the ways that we're going to be interpreted by society or the people around us is going to be distorted. That's only true when you're dealing with unhealed individuals or you tolerate unhealed individuals, right? If you run across somebody who is disrupting your spirit or isn't allowing you to express yourself in this truest authentic form, that person is not meant to be in your path, right? Not everybody is meant to understand you. My grandfather told me something very wise. He's like, when you walk the path less chosen, when you walk that path less traveled, you're going to be misunderstood. You're going to be, confused almost as to why people don't see the things that you see. However, it's not for them to see it. It's only for you to see. Now, I'm not sure who that message is for exactly, but you have a vision, you have eyesight, you have goals, you have dreams. And sometimes when you're walking down that path, it's going to get very lonely, right? He also added to the back end of that statement, but every once in a while, you run across somebody like-minded. For him, that was Bob Marley. That was Nina Simone, Don Cherry. His best friends were the greats. And those type of relationships come every once in a while, but when you get them, you cherish them. One of the most important ones that he had was his wife, right? And he openly says, we were together almost 60 years. That I was an emotional person, right? I was handling my stuff. I was doing what I needed to do, but I was emotional. I'd cry. I'd do all this other type of stuff. And at no moment did she look at him like he was less than a man because he showed emotion. If anything, that instilled a certain level of respect. When you're dealing with a woman and she sees the vulnerable sides of you, but then she sees you wipe those tears off, put your shit back on, and go out and fight the world, do what you need to, come back with results, stand on your purpose. That instills a certain level of respect. It's very hard for somebody to respect you when they only see the good, right? But then when they see the bad, when they be like, oh, whoa, you're low-key like a little soldier. You're going through a lot, but you're still trooping in the way that you're trooping. I respect that more, right? We as men don't show that. We just try to show the good shit, that we all on our shit. And crazy enough, to these women, you're gonna think I'm crazy for saying this, they view you a little bit weaker when you don't show emotion, because women aren't dumb. They all know that we're emotional wrecks as well. So they know if you aren't showing any emotion, you aren't showing anything, what are you hiding? Because there's no way in hell you're 100% healed. Nobody's 100% healed. So that automatically puts a red flag, a guard up, right? Because nobody's perfect. So if you try to approach situations as if you're perfect, that's going to hit you in the face right then and there, because it's not real. You see, when you start taking care of your mental health, you start doing things that are true and only for you, right? Working out, doing a podcast, gaming, right? Starting a business. Even though if you are going to go down the route of any type of entrepreneurship or business endeavors, I'm going to tell you that within itself is going to take a toll on your mental health. If you're going to go down any type of route of entrepreneurship, business, money, you really need to make sure you have an avenue that supports the mental health just as much as you have just as equal as the engine you have to fuel the business and all your passions, right? So go work out, go read, go journal, go make friends, go talk to people, learn how to turn off. Don't force yourself into this unnecessary routine. That within itself will burn you out Creativity isn't something you put in a box. You can't plan your creativity. You can be creative at 6 in the morning one day, and then the very next day you're creative at 9 p.m., right? You have to allow yourself to kind of live, allow yourself to be free and experience, and just take note of how you're feeling, why you're feeling it, and remove the things in your life that aren't cohesive with the growth, right? And there's a couple ways for you to test a woman, right? Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and just start being an asshole, right? But there are a couple ways. My grandfather said one way, right? Do it with money, just asking for some money, right? Okay, hey, I'm like $100, $200 down on the bill. Can you help me real quick, right? See how she responds to that. That's one test, right? Now, another test that a lot of people don't necessarily do, because this test requires a certain level of self-confidence, self-belief, and I don't give a fuck at the same time. Tell her exactly how you feel. That right there will tell you everything about if this person is somebody that you need to interact with. If you tell somebody how you feel from the depths of your heart, and you get laughed at, you get belittled, you get